going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of IZM Radio. We're back. This is the first show of 2020. We are back. It don't seem like we've been gone that long. It does? I don't know.
Seem like the shoe was gone.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed like I just saw y'all black asses.
He don't like to see us too much. He's like, damn.
But we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with IZM Radio. We have our lovely... I'm Tariq, by the way, for those who don't know. Shit, I be forgetting myself sometimes. We have Miss Bree over here.
Hey, guys.
Bree, you got to show them your pants.
Why?
Look at Bree's pants.
Oh, I want to see.
Look at Bree's pants. Bree came in here, solid gold, disco style, 80s style. Look at
those are cute.
those are nice, right?
I like those. Give me
Bree got her roller skating pants on.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
I love it.
And over here we have Miss Layla. Layla, can you show them your little cow outfit?
My little cow
She's a
outfit.
baby calf.
Yeah, show that. Show that.
They make my booty look good. That's why I like this.
So we are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. What have you guys been doing for the holidays?
Go ahead, girl. That throw me off.
Honestly though, I've been going to a lot of film festivals.
Oh, really?
Here, like indie film or short films here in LA. I want to be more intentional about my moves this decade. That was one of my New Year's resolutions, was to approach every day with more intention. And so I've been networking a lot, going to these film festivals, trying to get my name out there.
Hello.
Now, what films have you been seeing?
It's been a lot of shorts and a lot of like videos. It haven't been any real like feature films. It's mostly indie shorts. And I really don't remember the name of a lot of them, but some of them were good. Some of them were like artistically reaching in a different place than I would be going. But it's just good to see different, views and different eyes when they behind the camera, because I'm new to it. So
No doubt.
it's been good this year.
Are you still doing the thing there was some film project you were doing?
Yeah, I'm working on that. In the midst of working on that, because I've been taking the entire team that's working on that film with me. We've been all going to the film festivals just to be more acquainted. So that's still being worked on. That we're going into production in February, and I'm trying to submit 2 shorts to a film festival for women directors in April. So y'all pray for your sister.
That's what's up. Yes, yes.
When is Tariq gonna put? I'm waiting to see. I've never seen you act, because Tariq said when you first got hired, remember he was like, "Oh, I seen her reel. Her reel is amazing."
Bree had a very good acting.
Yeah, and
I got a cool little reel. It's pretty old though, and I'm actually working on a reel, but I'm writing something for it. And the person that I wrote it in mind with, I shared this idea with him, and he was like, "Yo, this is so dope. We need to do a series. Like, fuck a reel."
Yeah.
And so like I just been like really, really writing, focusing, still trying to survive in LA. But like I said, I want to move with more attention.
What do you think your strong point is? Like dramatic acting?
I wouldn't.
Could you do a Color Purple scene real quick?
Now, Bree, you taking acting classes, right?
I've taken acting classes here. I've taken some in Chicago. Chicago's more theater, but here I've taken commercial and scene study.
I can see Bree as the abused wife in a Tyler Perry movie. Lord, Mama, a light-skinned man did me wrong. I just got to pray.
For sure,
Miss Cicely Tyson
I can so
read
see
you a
that.
poem or some shit.
I can see that. Oh my God.
And really what I want to do is like those kick-ass movies, like where the girl is like whooping everybody she come in contact with. That's really what I want to do.
Oh my God.
Espionage.
You wanna do that?
I mean, just because like you have to physically get fit and push your mind to a different level when you do stuff like that. And I like the challenge. I like the challenge. Because and then you don't really whoop nobody ass in the movie, but I'm just like those type of movies you usually go like overseas, out of the country, and other
Trying to
places.
get flued out.
Lord.
It is what it is.
Well, and what have you been doing, little Layla? Somebody called you Little Heifer because of your outfit. That's all.
Yo,
Little Heifer.
y'all get the prize.
No, damn y'all.
Damn
A little
y'all.
calf, not a
Damn
heifer.
y'all.
Little heifer.
My little outfit is
That's a
comfortable.
cute outfit. Yes, it is.
I know, but after I did order it, it didn't look as cow-esque when I ordered it online. And then when it came, I was like, damn, this do look kind of like. And then my son confirmed it by saying, "Mommy, you turned into a cow lady." I was like,
Yeah,
damn.
kids don't hold it back.
Hell no.
They tell you everything.
But it is comfortable, so I was like,
Kids are funny. My kid Mateo, he'll say anything.
I
And
love
Kids
Mateo.
say anything. anything.
And I got one of my barbers he's an Asian dude. And has a lot of hair.
You got an Asian
I got an
barber.
Asian barber.
That is hilarious.
I have an Asian barber.
That is funny.
I have an Asian barber. Yes.
They're very particular about details.
They are.
right.
They
So,
are.
look,
They
I
are. One of my
feel
barbers, and he does house calls, and he has a lot of hair. And Mateo be like, is that a woman? Oh, shit. I got to no. Shit, Mateo, shut your little ass
Don't
mouth.
hold back, Mateo. Don't hold back.
Fuck my haircut up because of you. Yeah. But,
That's funny.
Layla, what's happening in the news?
Ooh, chat. Can we first of all it's so much that has been going on, but
we've been gone for so long.
Man, I just feel like I have to start with R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is happening?
You know what? I was just looking at some images of one of the girlfriends. She broke off with R. Kelly. Now she's back with her family. Azriel and the family, they're taking a photo shoot and they're all dancing in the photo. It looks real fucking weird. It's just a weird vibe about it.
You know what it is, honestly? Did you watch part 2?
I didn't know. It came out already?
Oh my God, y'all didn't watch part 2?
I barely watched part 1.
Yeah.
So I watched part 1 probably like really late, like probably like a month ago because it came out on Netflix. And then I was determined to watch part 2 because I'm like, what else do they have to talk about? I wanted to see how they were going to do it. And they did it. And they had a few celebrities on there talking about, But what I gathered from Azriel's family, like you were saying, it was weird, was that I feel like I don't know what it is in my spirit, but they want fame. Even on part, if you watch part 2, Tariq, if you get a chance, watch it.
Yeah.
I felt we want to be famous vibe, and I felt like her mother kind of regretted it, letting her go with R. Kelly after the fact. But really, I think they were one of the families that pushed their daughter off on R. Kelly. I swear to God.
Yeah, and then they were trying to say that she didn't. Azriel was originally trying to say that she really didn't want to do music. She was like,
she said her parents forced her.
Yeah, she said her parents forced her, but then you see her somewhere like singing her ass off, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, it is the weirdest situation, and the fact that they had that big dumb ass fight on R. Kelly's birthday.
Yeah, that was real weird.
What was the fight about? That's what I still can't get to the bottom of.
I don't know. I think so. Azriel was saying that she was going to release to the world that the girl was sleeping with a minor. She was like, "I'm gonna tell everybody that she was sleeping with a minor," and the girl was like, "That's fucked up. You would say that," and that she kind of like reacted to her saying that, like, "What you mean you about to tell?"
So
like we've had this
with a minor, like with her and R. Kelly, or just when R. Kelly was in jail, or like how old is that?
All she said was, I'm going to tell that you've been sleeping with a minor. But if you sitting through a whole interview on TV with this girl talking about how y'all so in love, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just a big ass mess of bullshit.
Yeah.
Honestly, it really is.
And how did they even get to the fight? Like, I know she said sleep with the minor, but how did they get there?
Because if somebody is telling you, they're about to tell on you and possibly put you away in jail.
Why? Like,
what? She clearly wants to get out of the situation. That's what it looks like.
And some people believe that the Azriel girl, somebody might have gotten to them with some money and said, "Hey, look, we'll break you off a little something to go along with this program." And
that makes sense.
Because the money is running out from
R. Kelly. His money is real dry right now. And they're like, "Look, we got this Me Too thing going on. We're making money throwing R. Kelly under the bus. You can get on the gravy train. Here's a couple of dollars for you."
Yeah.
So I wouldn't put it past them, but I don't know.
After she was adamant about pressing charges against this girl that threw hands at her or hit her with her cell phone, she was so adamant about pressing charges. Like, that's all she kept saying to the police: "I want to press charges, I want to press charges." And then the very next day she tweeted like, "This is just tough love. Like, I still love you." Talking to the girl, like
talking to Joycelyn.
Yes. I still love you.
So where's Joycelyn? Is she still with R. Kelly?
No, she turned herself in and was released the next day. I don't know, on bail or something.
But I wonder if she's still talking to R. Kelly, because she has nothing against R. Kelly. Like, she still wants to be with him, right?
I mean, who knows? When the money goes,
that's how I feel.
Do the honey stack.
I literally just had this conversation.
When the money
that's
goes.
what I'm saying. I felt like if he never had money to begin with, they would have never even. Could you imagine like somebody that's not on his level and just having all these girls in check? Yeah. I just can't see that without the money.
Yeah.
Even a couple of girls on the part 2 admitted that. R. Kelly would say stuff like, your parents can't do this for you. Your parents can't buy this for you. The girl said, "You know what? You're right. My parents can't do that." So he would use that as well. And they said that.
Yeah. It's incredible. Bree, what else is happening out here in these streets?
Man, your girl, Miss Laurie Harvey, has been spotted kicking it for her birthday.
Laurie Harvey is putting voodoo on these niggas.
She putting
what
voodoo.
The hell?
Anytime you can and tame Future.
Wait, okay, who has she been with? Let's go down the line.
No, I don't want to go down the line. I don't want to.
No,
I don't want to.
why not?
Because Diddy and his son.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who else?
Who else?
Trey Songz.
Trey
Okay,
Songz.
okay.
Who else?
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But the
saying.
thing about it is she's 23.
Yeah, right.
So, I mean.
So she just
she's
celebrated her
living
23rd
best life.
birthday. Yeah, and her and Future had a blast in Jamaica. But she had to come back to really bad news.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, she got charged with a hit and run.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what happened with that hit and run situation?
I believe she tapped somebody texting and driving.
Kept it pushing?
And yeah,
Yeah.
she tapped somebody and their car flipped though. And I can't say
shit.
tap because she clearly kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? But she got caught for texting and driving.
Oh, damn.
Which is, you know what? Anytime you see those poster boards where like a girl's head got cut off because she was texting and driving and drove under like 18-wheelers, usually like a 20-year-old.
Damn.
That is so sad.
It
Yeah,
is.
you really got to stop texting and driving for real.
Yeah,
It's
so-
really, yeah, you got to stop.
It's like, damn, is it that serious? So they trying to charge her with 2 misdemeanors, which in jail talk, I don't know what the hell that means. Like,
Yeah, that means it ain't that serious. It's gonna
It
be a
means
slap on the
some
wrist of fine. She's not
fines. That's
no
it.
real jail time, which is cool.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I guess the person didn't get hurt, but she flipped a G-Wagon.
God damn.
So,
Lord.
Unless they do a civil suit, which they can do.
which if shit,
Oh yeah.
if
they
somebody
definitely
like
gonna do
Laurie
that.
Harvey
Oh,
try to flip
civil
me,
suit all
it's going
day.
They're
down.
definitely gonna do that.
I wonder. They never said if she paid him off or anything. Oh, well, I guess she couldn't.
It's
'cause
gonna
they
be a
went to the
civil. So they're definitely gonna do a civil. They got to get the little criminal misdemeanor charge popping, just like they did with Holly Berry. Remember Holly Berry did the same
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but do you remember when Brandy did it and killed somebody?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Like,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, she killed somebody. though.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Brandy started rocking with them Scientologists right after that. A lot of folks didn't catch that. Them Scientologists.
Is she still? I don't think she's still doing it now, right?
Is she still? I don't know, but
How
I know
do you
she's
get out of it?
Them
People have-
Scientologists. I don't. They're
That's
very
what I'm like,
powerful.
I don't know
so
how you get out of it.
yeah,
Because Leah
so-
Remini was like going through it trying to get out of that shit.
Is she?
Yeah.
She's out of it, right?
Yeah, she ended up
Yeah.
getting out. But
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
man. Anyway, what's going on with Lizzo's ass?
Oh Lord, with the Jillian Michaels situation.
Yeah, what's happening with that situation? I don't know all the ins and outs of it. It was like,
So okay, do you think it's wrong that so basically Jillian Michaels is a fitness expert and she was on like a talk show or whatever, and they were asking they were somehow got on the subject of Lizzo, and she was saying, oh, you know what, why are we praising her for her basically her obesity? That's unhealthy. It's not, you
Right,
know,
right.
it's diabetes and all that
Yeah.
stuff or whatever. So, she was, and then she got a lot of backlash for that, and Lizzo was mad, like, geez, so that's kind of what happened.
yeah, but here's the thing. Like, do she know for a fact this girl is unhealthy? Or does she just look unhealtzy? You know what I'm saying?
Well, she's just probably going by
the way she looks. Yeah, I mean,
I know, but it is like passing judgment. Like, you don't
You think
know.
so?
I mean, because people that are like super skinny can be healthy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And people look at them like, oh, she's anorexic or she don't eat. And she's like, I eat all the time. You just never know. It is kind of.
But Lizzo looks kind of unhealthy. Let's just keep it a buck. They praise and they like to praise that mammy image, and Lizzo,
Honestly, is she not losing weight though?
No, obviously not.
Y'all don't feel like she's losing weight. Like, I haven't been following Lizzo that long. I only just picked up recently. But I feel like once you get into this life and how fast you moving and you doing concerts and tours and you be on the road, like that should kind of like help you shed some of that a little bit.
I mean, maybe, but you know what I don't
And
like?
she dance a lot at her shows.
But that's the
Yeah.
thing. You know what I don't like about certain things? I feel like, you know how she had her ass out at the Laker game, right?
Yeah.
So could you imagine if Rihanna did that shit? Or Tiana Taylor, because they
Yeah.
have nice bodies.
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah.
know.
They would be mad at
They'd
them
be
for
calling
doing
them a
that.
hoe
Yeah.
or whatever, but
Yeah.
she can do that. And she's like, go confidence and
Yeah,
all that. But
yeah.
like, you know.
but that was the trashiest shit
if
anybody
me
was
and
ever
Bree,
very
done.
if me and
trashy.
Bree go do that shit, we hoes.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
for sure. We
Exactly.
host for show out the door.
Y'all see Tiana Taylor? She posted a picture of her body, or was it her husband who did it?
No,
It
I
was
think
her.
she posted. I
Okay.
reposted it. I was like, damn.
She has one of the best bodies
Jeez.
in the game.
In
Her
the
body,
world.
her body is fucking
Jeez.
banging.
Like, do you even work and do anything?
And
Man.
it's like, and she had a baby.
Yeah.
And it's real.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
It's
Really,
no
really
fake
dope.
booties, no fake boobies. Like, she's just all natural. I could feel
Yeah,
that's dope.
she got it popping for real. So Layla, what else is happening out here in the streets?
What's happening?
Oh, Lord. Here we go with the stalling.
No.
If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, Layla.
No, okay, you know what I want to talk about, and the reason why I'm bringing this up, even though this has happened last week,
It's going to be random as shit.
No, because we haven't been here. We have to talk about this because I did a repost about this. And what do you guys think about the Loni Love situation?
Okay, yes,
on
yes.
The Real, Loni Love had mentioned last week, if you guys didn't see it on The Real, she mentioned that she felt that majority of black men are cheaters, and even Adrian, the Spanish chick, tried to kind of save her and was like, no, that happens in all races, and she was like, no. Like, so she was trying to get saved and didn't even let the girl save her, and she was like making it very clear that she felt
that she like, I meant this.
Yeah,
black men.
Yeah, she's dating a white dude with kids, and she didn't get to meet his children for a while. So, you know, when they get on TV like that trying to shit on other black folks, that's corny to me.
And even if you feel like that, corny. You shouldn't.
Because, like, honestly,
that.
all men cheat. Like, Asian men, Indian men, like, you know, if they have the opportunity, it is engraved in y'all DNA. I don't know why or how.
Do not matter color. That's
it
for
don't.
Sure. To me, that's uncultured. Like, maybe she, I don't know, like, hasn't been around enough. Like, I've never dated a white person, but I've worked with them, and I just know how they get down. You know what I'm saying? I see what they be doing, and I'm like, I don't get why she's not cultured.
Yeah,
like,
she sounds like she's trying to get brownie points from white folks by throwing another black person under the bus, or black people as a whole, as a group.
Or she's projecting. That's something that she's been dealing with her entire life.
Yeah.
She's been getting cheated on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I've gotten cheated on several times, but I'm not just gonna stop at black men cheat.
And then she made a comment about how black men with money act real funny style or whatever.
I think they were on the subject of Kevin Hart. I didn't see the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I think it segued from Kevin Hart because his cheating. Did you guys get a chance to see that special?
No, I didn't.
I saw clips of it.
The Kevin Hart Don't Fuck This Up?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a good ass documentary.
Oh, I got to peep that.
On Netflix. It was like a 6-part. I was trying to watch like one episode because it's like 6 of them. And I was like 3 hours later, I watched the whole damn thing.
Damn.
It's really good though.
Oh, I got to peep that.
It's really, really good. So that's kind of where they got it from. It showed about the scandal with him cheating on his wife when she was pregnant. So that's kind of where that, I guess, came from. And she was trying to say that, you know, if black men have money, they gonna cheat.
Well, shit, well, black men who got money ain't fucking with her like that. That's the reality.
That's why I say it felt like she was projecting.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and couldn't save herself in the moment.
Yeah.
Like, shut up talking. Just quit.
Now, what's going on with this Meghan Markle thing, guys? What's happening with that?
So, honestly, I was trying to read up on it. I feel like they have denounced their throne.
Like to coming to America.
Yeah. They have decided that they will be better off, and they're actually going to Canada.
I thought they were coming to America.
No, it's Canada.
But then I heard Canada, I'm like, why not America? That's interesting.
And apparently the Queen has approved of them going for only 6 months, though. That's what I read.
Oh, damn.
But they've also trademarked the brand Sussex Royal. So apparently they are, ready for their transition over to the Americas. And they plan on, I guess, doing products that way and making money that way. But then also Meghan Markle got signed to a Disney voiceover deal.
Right,
recently.
I heard about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it actually came from her husband when they were on the red carpet doing The Gift with Beyonce overseas. He, one of the top execs from Walt Disney was there, and he like plugged her in right then and there. Like, yeah, she does voiceovers. And he was like, for sure, well, let's get her in and do an audition. And it's like, look, that's the type of energy we need. Women need for the new year. Look out for your lady. So many people forget. They just they want you to come. Because everybody is not where they're supposed to be. They need a little loving to get where they at.
Yeah.
Or get where they need to be. And it's like, women can accept men, when they at a certain level. But it's kind of harder for men to accept a woman at a certain level.
That is true.
So, y'all work with us.
Yes. We
all works in progress. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, big ups to them. And I don't know what they're going to do with Sussex Royal, but I'm interested in seeing.
Did y'all see the rapper Trick Daddy's mugshot?
Oh.
They've been clowning his mugshot.
Wait,
have you seen it, Bree?
I feel bad now because he explained.
He got lupus.
He has lupus.
Damn, Tariq. And I knew you was going to bring it up.
Yes, he has lupus. His hairline is real jacked up.
It looked like somebody just like meow.
Yeah, it looked like.
So does he always wear hats?
Yeah, that's why he wear hats. He wear hats.
But why don't he just shave it all off?
I don't know. He should just shave it all
Cut
off.
it all off.
But the lupus has made patches of his hair come out, so people were clowning him
That's
very
nice.
hard.
You know what? The hair was one thing, but like, what's happening on the layers of face that's going? Is that has to do with lupus too?
I think so. I think there's some kind of medication he's supposed to be taking, but he's not taking it. So it's kind of making his
Black
face
folks
blow
know
up.
they
I
do
know
what they want to do.
I know.
They said he was on drugs.
Yeah, they called him a cocaine, and that's another thing. That's, there's a lot of rappers out here on cocaine that
It's
people
a
don't
lot
talk.
of
A lot of
people.
people. Cocaine is
Yeah.
very heavy out here in the
Right.
streets.
Yeah.
You dig it? Ain't
I'm
just
slowly learning.
Yes. You go out somewhere, you see somebody whip out a vial of powder and
Nah,
just start
seriously.
snipping it. Like, God damn.
It's crazy. Even females, like I was kind of unaware, like how heavy females was on drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
I low key
homeboy-
want to be a pusher shit. I know I was somewhere and so many
Like,
people was asking me. I'm
yo,
like,
what's going
I don't got
on?
it. I don't
Yeah.
quit asking me. I ain't the one.
Man,
What is
man,
happening?
man. Anyway, later, what else is happening out here, dear?
Okay, this is actually a really good subject. So I don't know if you guys caught Will Smith and Martin on the Breakfast Club interview.
Very good interview.
Yo,
It was.
such a good interview, and I cannot wait till that damn movie come out.
It comes out Thursday, don't
Yes,
it?
and I want to
yes.
be that. You know, that's like one of my all-time favorites. I love them together. But they had mentioned, they asked Will Smith a question that he was very honest about, and they said, when Jada had a very close relationship with Tupac, were you jealous? And he was like, fuck yes, I was. So my question, especially to you, Tariq, because you're a man, would you be okay with your wife having a close relationship, like, you know, she had somebody like a high school friend before you, being very, not gay, straight man,
Right.
being super close like Jada was with Tupac?
I probably would have a problem. And I've always wondered about that.
Like,
and
I wonder too.
I've
for
always
so
wondered about that
long.
because she would gush over damn Tupac.
Yup.
I mean, she just gush over this damn dude.
Yeah.
And him too. He would gush over her. They kept proclaiming their love for
But
each other.
supposedly, you know, according to Will, that they never slept together.
Yeah, but that make it even. I think that make it even more like for that lust to be there. And I think that's where the gush come from.
Yeah,
if
like,
they never touched each
Because
other,
they want to, but they just don't want to go there.
Yeah.
But it's like, ugh. So it makes it so
Yeah.
strong, maybe?
yeah.
I would definitely have a problem with that. And y'all would, the ladies, if you were a dude and he's gushing about his childhood friend that he loves so much and he's writing poems about this woman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I mean, Tupac would write poems about Jada.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It was like his fantasy woman almost that he never got a chance
Some kind of
to.
soulmate thing. I don't know
Yeah.
what it was.
They
It
had
was
some
always a
deep-
weird vibe, and I've always wondered how Will felt about that, and I'm glad he was real about it.
Yeah.
That was real cool of him being honest like that.
Yeah.
You know, because I definitely would have had a problem with something like that.
But that's cool that Will was cool enough to let her. That's what I love about the relationship, because I feel like he lets her be her.
Yeah.
And then it was another question that I liked, and it was a question that they were saying, so you said you would never leave Jada ever, no matter what she does. And they're like, how do you know you wouldn't? Like, what if she does something and he's like, no, never. And he was saying that it's the dynamic that works for them. So he was like, I'm not about to explain it right here on this show, but I like that, because everybody thinks that everything has to be exactly what society says. Like everything has
Yeah.
to, you have to get married by this thing. You have to
Right.
do this, but no, you don't. You can do what the
Yeah, but-
hell you want to do.
Yeah.
What works for you, you know?
And nowadays it's like, so everybody is so disposable. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no real loyalty, and you can see it in Will and Jada. And it's like, it's a rarity, and everybody's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, what are they doing? They're doing this all wrong. And it's like, no, whether they have sex or they don't, or, you know, this is a mutual agreement, a business agreement, whatever it is, it works for them.
Right.
So it's like, shit, you got to respect it.
Yeah, absolutely. Bree, what else is happening out here?
What about, do we respect the breakups when they make their relationship so loud? Is that what we doing?
Oh,
Because
Lord.
Mr. Fizzle Pop and April Jones
Yes.
are done.
Yeah, we
Sounds
knew-
just like Monique's Mr.
Mr. Fizzle Pop and April Jones are officially done.
We knew that was
After
coming.
all that hooping and hollering?
And you know, I knew it was gonna fall off because of it was basically them trying to poke at Omarion. That's what it looked like. And the fact that he was so unbothered by it,
Listen,
that took the sting out of that. Just kind of deflated their whole bullshit and made them
Listen.
look like bigger clowns.
I thought they was like we doing this because they were so loud and proud. Like, you know, when somebody is that loud and proud about something, it's like, yeah, we about to do this shit. Like, we about to prove all of these people wrong.
And when you're that loud and proud, a lot of times you're being phony.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy.
When you are making this big proclamation and you're just being very openly affectionate, just making a big display out of it, it's a phoniness going on.
So she originally did the interview on Claudia Jordan's show that's on Fox.
Shout out to Claudia.
Shout out to Claudia.
Does she live here still, or does she?
Claudia's down there in
Texas.
Dallas. She's in Dallas.
That's what
Shout
I
out to
thought.
my dear
Okay.
Claudia. Love
But
Claudia.
she has her own show on a Fox
Soul.
Fox Soul Online.
Yeah.
And it's actually a really good show. She's doing
It
really
is.
well. But so this interview happened there. And one thing that Claudia kept pointing out was that how she looked really, really sad and broken in the face. Like she said she looked devastated to be giving people this news. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I looked at it. She did look pretty sad. And I'm like, is it sad or is she embarrassed?
Both, because people are clowning her now.
I wonder what
People
I
are
mean, people
clowning.
been clowning her. And honestly, you know what though? April being the person that she is, I know she has to probably think a lot like us because she's
She is
Sagittarius. And you know, we look for the alpha in males. And when they were on that reunion show and that boy sat back and let all them people talk all that shit to her, like they got into it with several different
See,
groups.
I didn't see the third one.
He sat there like so calmly.
Who Fizz?
Fizz. He sat next to her and barely said a word, and
She didn't
she
take
was
up for
doing
her?
all of the. I mean, he would come in every now and then, but she was doing all the defending for them, and it's like. I saw right then and there, like, this is
ain't
not going to
gonna
work.
work, yeah.
I honestly didn't think it was in the first place, but I'm like, they being so loud and proud about it, they got to make it work. But then on the back end, he just wasn't sticking up for her the way I probably feel like she probably felt like he should have. So I don't know. That's
So now what about her? Do you think she's mad about her reputation now? Because now it seems like
she gonna go into super angel mode, probably.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause her
I'm
rep
worried
is-
about my kids.
Yeah. The rep is shot right now.
yeah, because like if another guy, I'm just saying, if another guy deals with her, he's gonna not want to bring his friends around. And I'm no shade, I'm just saying that it's facts. Like I would like be scared to bring anybody around.
Yeah, because again, they thought that was going to kind of somehow shame Omarion, and he's coming out looking squeaky fucking clean with this shit.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
winning his ass off.
Yep.
That shit didn't phase him at all. He played it real smooth. He was like, I ain't tripping on that. And by the way, the new tour is popping. Them
And
niggas
they
ain't on it. Boom.
So
And
it's
fuck
like,
that whole
damn,
shit
y'all
up.
fucked up a bag.
Yep.
You know, got the kids involved, and now y'all splitting the kids again.
Yep.
That's not good.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
it's all messy. It's like, man, it's sad. But
Yes. Somebody
they
said
put on that show.
Layla is extra sexy with the glasses on.
Oh, for real?
yeah.
Yes, looking studios.
Yes.
Because I know I be reading the comments sometimes and be like, oh, they stupid as hell.
Oh yeah,
So I
we the
just-
dumbest people in the
I
world.
know.
Let them tell it.
Some people have good comments to say, but some people it's like always gonna be bad.
Oh,
ones.
that's always
So,
going to be somebody
yeah.
saying something stupid as hell.
But I look smart today, so fuck y'all.
Just today though.
I really can't see. That's why I was like, I got this. Because Tariq think I can't read.
Lord.
So I was like, I knew I couldn't see deep down. So I was like, I can read, motherfucker. I just can't see.
All right, well, what's the next story if you can read so goddamn good? Dude? When it comes to
story.
in Tasmania, Tanzania,
You know what? This next story is like, I love the way Young Jock handled this. I don't know if you guys.
Yes.
I love this story. I really actually like Young Jock now for this. Okay, so it's an app that's like Uber called Pull Up and Go, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, and so a passenger had got in the car because Young Jock was driving for this service, and they're like, oh yeah, like you're Young Jock, like why the hell are you driving for this Uber app? Like, are you done fell off?
Yeah.
And he just kind of checked him, like, you know, in a nice way, like, you know what's wrong with having multiple streams of income? Like, he didn't go off, he wasn't embarrassed, he just owned that shit, and I loved it. Like, and what's wrong with that? Like, he's not, you know
But
what?
she was still, whohoever that girl was, she sounded like a transgender.
it does. It
She
sounded
was
like a
very
dude.
messy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you in here bumming, you fell off. Right, like I said.
And
And it's like, what's that energy about?
and let me say this: I think that was staged.
Really?
I think it was staged.
Who wants to be stage driving for Uber?
No, that girl,
I think it was staged because that app, I think it's a black-owned app, and Young Jock is promoting that app on his Instagram page.
Ooh.
You dig?
Well, yeah, that's good promotion.
It's guerrilla marketing. You do something, make it go viral, and they made sure to name this app in this whole. That's the thing that made me raise my
pick up
antenna.
and go.
Why you driving for pick up and go? I mean, okay, that's a plug. Why you that right there?
Because I never heard of it.
I never heard it. Really, right? Nobody ever heard of it. So that's very interesting.
Download it now, shit.
Yeah, so now
it's probably only available in Atlanta.
Yeah. So they made a point. The person in the video made a point to plug the app in the video, and Young Jock was like, I'm just trying to make money. So they knew it would go viral.
But they low key got into it at the end though, and if that sounded kind of real.
Again, so it may be real, but I think that it was a marketing thing.
Yeah, but Lyft did that. When Lyft first was trying to like market, they had like Kevin Hart as a driver. They had a couple different stars like Odell Beckham Jr.
Because look, Young Jock is from what I understand, he's on the radio down there in Atlanta. So
yeah, he is.
Yeah, so he don't need to drive for no damn Lyft.
He's making good money.
Or no damn rideshare company.
If he has an investment in that company, that was a great marketing strategy.
I think he has an investment in that company.
Because I forgot he did the radio. I'm thinking he just had little love and hip hop checks.
No.
He does
and he
radio.
got a salon. You forgot about his salon.
Yeah,
he owns it. He
probably
owns a salon.
I don't know.
Yeah, so I think that was a marketing technique. I think it was a marketing technique. A lot of people do stuff like that to make things go.
Hip hop checks ran out. I was like,
Oh
damn.
no. Well, it ain't that much money.
That's what I said. Ran out.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
That thing run out the first week.
That's what I'm saying.
The VH1 checks are
that's
real flimsy.
And Mona getting cut a bag too. That's the crazy.
That's who's getting the bag.
Yes. But yeah, I think that it was a marketing thing, and it worked. It went viral.
That was cool that he was cool to put his rep on the line to do that if that's the case. Because now people go, everybody cares what people think. I wouldn't give a shit.
That girl pissed me off though. Yeah. Whoever was talking, oof.
But there are people who talk like that.
Yes.
Though, people are a real funny style like that. Man. Layla, what else is happening out here?
Again?
Yes, Layla again. I'm back on your little ass.
It's the flu going around. Y'all hear about the flu's killing people?
Just make up a story. You heard Chris Brown got in a fight with James Brown? Just make up some shit. What's happening, Layla?
No. Y'all hear about Cardi B? She wants to run for
Congress? She says she wants to run for office.
Oh, Lord.
She wants to run for office. And that
just hurt my brain.
I'm just saying, she want to run. So she kind of got into it with a girl named Mindy Robinson, some little reality star.
Yeah.
And then the reality star said, Cardi, she tweeted like, if you're gonna run, you're gonna need more school. Your spaces are off, but hey, how can we hold you accountable for kindergarten levels? Am I right? And then they went back and forth. But
she was talking about Cardi's tweets or something, and she was trying to correct the grammar. Some real slick shit she was talking.
Yeah, so I mean, but think about it, Trump. I mean,
Cardi speaks in cursive. Like, come on, y'all.
But Trump kind of made it possible for anybody to run. Let's be honest.
And that's the thing. Cardi has enough fans. I don't know about fans that are old enough to vote, but she has enough fans to like at least get her very, very close, which is kind of scary.
Yeah.
Because what the hell does Cardi B know about politics?
Think about Trump. What the hell he know?
I mean, Trump is a businessman.
He is a businessman. That is true.
She's just coming into her businesswomanism. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be. Oh my.
But the thing about it is, even when you are president, you have a lot of people behind you.
Girl,
so
he ain't right. He's not the president. He's just the face.
Yeah.
They all doing all the talking behind.
Right.
Let's not go there.
But
now, what's that football player? Is it Antonio Brown?
Yeah, with the
white
baby mom.
He was the one like no white women.
Yeah, he said it's. Now, what do y'all think about that? I keep seeing videos of this brother getting into it with his white baby mom, and then he's like, "Oh, we gotta leave these white women alone." Like, nigga, you got
then pop back up with a white girl.
Yeah, nigga.
Every time.
Yeah,
he did right.
Yeah,
he got one now.
He was dating one of the girls from off of that like mob show that come on.
On VH1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
He was dating one of those chicks.
Oh,
I mean, she's something. She's not a black girl. So was it just like strictly Caucasian women? Let's cut off Caucasian women.
But yeah, don't sit up and you got 3 kids by the chick and I'm gonna cut these white women off. No, nigga. He's just making a spectacle of himself. Yeah, he's doing the most, and that shit is corny.
You drawing light to the fact that you married a white woman that you really don't want to fuck with now.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody else is asking you for this.
Yeah.
You're offering all of this information. Like, shut the hell up. I'm tired of him.
Man.
But so there is a new show on MTV called True Life, the crime series. Have you guys seen it? So this show is based around mostly social media or crimes that were big on social media, got a lot of social media attention, that were unsolved or had a lot of leftover questions. And their very first episode was about Kanika Jenkins, the girl that got thrown in the freezer in Chicago.
Yeah.
So what they did was took like a reporter for MTV. He's actually from Chicago. They sent him back to do interviews and like to do some research and try to figure out and get to the bottom of some of the questions that the family still had. And the show lasted for an hour. Like I said, it's on MTV. And he basically went through, I guess, like the proper channels. He took the proper way of researching. He tried to like link up with her friends and like people that were at the party. A lot of them didn't want to talk. He ended up talking to like one girl, and he ended up interviewing a guy that had interviewed those girls like back when it happened.
Right.
But he basically came to the same conclusion that this was an accident. Mm-hmm. And all of her family, all of her friends are like, no, we're not accepting it. It wasn't no accident. So what I draw from it, what it looked like to me was an accident, only because I can't see around the corner from the last shot that they're showing that they seen her on. And so it's just like, it's sad that they went back and dug up all this information only for him to still come to the conclusion that it was an accident.
Yeah.
Oh.
The thing about it is, though, is that when they originally reported her being missing, the police said, oh, give it a couple hours, call us at 10 o'clock. If you haven't heard something from her, then we'll go look.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, if she accidentally walked into the freezer and it accidentally closed and she hit her head or fell asleep, if you would have just went looking for her then, you could have saved her from freezing to death. If freezing to death was the problem. Mm-hmm. So they were saying she had like a drug in her system, and she had a lot of alcohol in her system on the coroner's report. And they were all of her friends were like, what, this drug wasn't even at the party. No one even had any drugs. She's not even the type of person to take drugs. So it was just like they still left a lot of questions up in the air. So I'm like, I'm really feeling like, what is the purpose of this show? Because they're going to do the junior, the boy that got slaughtered in New York. They're going to do him next.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
They're touching on a
MTV?
lot. Yes, they're touching on a lot of those like touchy cases. And it's like, you're going to dig up all of this shit and get all these people riled up again.
Yeah.
Only to come to the same conclusion.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have any more answers for me? I was like, where are all the answers?
Right.
So, I don't know. Y'all look out for that.
I'm going to look into that. That looks very interesting.
Yeah, and who's hosting it? Neve from Catfish.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, I like him.
Yeah, he's hosting.
good. He's good.
Yeah, I got to look into
Yeah, I
that.
gotta
and see
check.
what's up.
What day that come on?
I don't know. That shit.
MTV's random.
Yeah, it'll play it. I don't know
show
exactly
the shit
what day.
a million times
Right.
on MTV. Oh, y'all know the Foundation of Black American Conference is
Yes.
going down in
Whoop,
Atlanta.
whoop, whoop.
The Georgia World Congress Center, June 20th. This
20th.
year.
We in there.
Yes.
We going.
Yes.
Everybody keep asking.
Yes. Everybody's going to be in the house. Y'all go to FBAC2020.com to get your tickets. FBAC2020.com to get your tickets. Go there for vending opportunities. All the people out here, you got businesses. Y'all need to get a vending opportunity popping so you can promote your business. Everybody's going to be there.
Yeah.
This is going to be the event of the year. You're not going to want to miss this. I'll be in Atlanta probably in a couple of days. I got to go to the venue.
That's so funny. I'm going to Atlanta too. Well, I'm going in February.
I'm going in February too. That's
wait, hold on. I might see you there.
So y'all both getting flued out for Black History Month?
Shut it up. You know what?
Y'all get flued out by some Africans down there?
No.
Y'all gonna come back here smelling like shea butter and shit?
Not the ones in Atlanta. They too damn aggressive.
Lord.
That's funny.
But what I am excited about for this conference is that the conversation is going to change. We're no longer going to be speaking about how we've been suppressed and what the white man's doing wrong, and you know what I'm saying. It's more so focus on how we can come together and build up the Black community. So I'm really, really excited about this.
Absolutely.
Really excited.
Absolutely. We ain't gonna have no allies. It's gonna be us talking about our issues and how we can rectify.
Are you gonna have like a red carpet or anything?
I probably will.
Because me and Bree could host that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes. You can wear your booty dress that you wore at the Hidden Colors thing. But yeah, we're gonna have a red carpet. It's gonna be real fly, and it's at the Georgia World Congress Center.
Oh wow!
Huge, real nice
That's
venue,
a
right
venue.
smack dab in the middle of Atlanta.
Yep.
Damn,
Y'all
it's
gotta
down
come
there.
on out.
That's amazing.
And so it's gonna be popping. So Layla, what else is happening out here? Let me throw another story,
Lord
curveball at your ass. 'Cause I know later in the show you be struggling. So let's relish in your struggle.
Let's relish in the struggle. No, you know this is pretty cool. Richard Pryor, I actually really want to see this. January 17th, you guys, is going to be a documentary on ABC about Richard Pryor, and it's going to be called The Last Days of Richard Pryor.
Oh, I would like to see that.
Yeah, it's going to be really good. They're going to show, hey, he grew up in a brothel. He got married 7 times. I mean, he went through a lot, how they talked about his comedy. They said he had to be clean, and, he had to do this, this really clean comedy, and he did the opposite, and just kind of like his entire struggle. So that's going to be really good.
And that's on
January 17th on ABC.
Okay, that's in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Nice.
I got to watch that.
Richard Pryor, The Last Days.
There's a Tyler Perry movie coming out
Ooh.
on Netflix,
on
right?
the 17th.
17th? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Can't wait to see that.
That looks actually pretty good.
That looks amazing.
What's it called, Layla?
Ooh, it's called... Damn it! Let me hold on.
Lord,
I can't remember, but I've seen the previews. Does it have Cicely Tyson? I feel like
yes, Cicely Tyson is in it. Cicely Tyson's in it.
She's in all his movies. That is,
I know. She's in every movie.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now what movie, because they just had the premiere last night. Actually, if you go on his Instagram, it's called
Grace or something.
Fall from Grace. Fall from Grace. Yeah. Fall from Grace, and it looks like. So to me, it looks like it's like a younger guy.
Yeah, he was finessing an older lady.
This sounds like a typical Atlanta story.
The sugar mama is the story of the sugar mama.
Yeah.
And he finessed her, and like he married her on purpose to get access to her accounts, and then it goes all downhill from there.
Oh man,
it looks really good.
Have y'all ever a dude ever tried to finesse y'all financially?
I would like to say that, okay, so I was dating this guy way back in the day, and he had a lot of money, but he had a gambling problem. He had a very bad gambling problem. So he had money one day and then broke the next.
Oh, damn.
And I remember one time he just asked me to borrow some money because he was like, I can get it back, and I knew that he could. So I just let him borrow. It wasn't that much. It was like a couple thousand. It was like a couple $1,000s, and then I got $5,000 back. So it was cool.
Oh, so he flipped it.
Yeah,
I'm like, that ain't the same.
It's not really a finesse. So he gave me I got my money back.
But how did he get the money? Did he go to Barney? Did he get it?
I thought we was leaving Barney in 2018.
Oh, no, Barney ain't never going nowhere.
If you know, you know the story. If
I know, right?
You know.
If you don't, you don't.
So anybody try to finesse you, Bree?
No.
They never try to get you?
No, not really. I've been in like real serious ass relationships, so ain't no finessing. We splitting this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we both in, we all in. So,
but you know who you can get your money back from and who you can't. Like if you're like when I give somebody, if I ever give anybody any money, I know the person. Like, oh, I'm getting this back.
Yeah, I usually give money without the expectation of getting it back. I don't even give a fuck if you say you're gonna give it back. Like, I don't trust people in that sense. So if I'm not gonna give it unless I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
I don't do that.
Bree, what else is happening out here in the news cycles?
Have you all been keeping up with Power?
Yes.
So Power.
No, I didn't see that.
Power has premiered. I have nothing to say about that. Power has premiered. The only thing that I don't like is that you already know in the door who killed Ghost with each show.
Oh, because they're knocking people off.
Yeah. This was the dumbest strategy.
It's almost like the Clue. They're knocking people off every show.
You don't know. They are eliminating.
They're eliminating
suspects.
Yeah. So each show, when you see who's the main character or who they're focusing on that show, you know, boom, because there's 4 more shows, so you know that person didn't do it.
Right, which is good. I think it's a good strategy.
I don't think so.
You're eliminating certain suspects now, so we know Dre didn't do it. Mm-hmm. We know the sister didn't do it. We know the detective didn't do it. The one who got socked in the eye.
The white guy?
No, the female detective.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Yeah, she got socked, so she didn't do it. They showed all these people walking up. So, Tasha, the son Tariq, Tommy, that FBI agent who got fired. Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm.
That's 4 people.
There's 4 suspects, right?
Yeah. So it's 4 more episodes, I think. But also,
I brought that strategy.
It's like it's okay, like right in the door, because when they showed Paz on the beginning of the second episode, I'm like, okay, she didn't do it because this is only the second episode,
right?
So you just like watching the show, you know what I'm saying? You're just watching what happens over and over again. I mean,
is Tate? Somebody said Tate is eliminated. Is Tate?
How is he eliminated?
I don't think he is yet.
Because I don't think so either.
I think in the next episode you're gonna learn what's up with Tate.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
But so I brought that up to say that because that series is coming to an end, they're beginning Power 2.
Power 2. Right.
Yeah, it's It's called Power Book 2 Ghost. And the star of this series will be Mary J. Blige.
Yeah, and they got Method Man. He's going to be in it too.
And they just added Method Man.
Yeah.
And do you know who Mary J. Blige is going to be? Mary J. Blige is going to be the underworld crime boss.
Oh, damn.
So the show is going to be focused on her. Remember we were saying like it's going to be Tariq, or like he was gonna follow in his dad's footsteps. So they saying that some of the characters from the from Power is still supposed to flow into this show, but it's gonna be based around her being the underground crime.
Really, Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige.
Yes,
I love it.
Have we seen Mary in any movies before? Ever?
She was on a Netflix movie. I forgot the name. It was a movie that was a period piece from the 1940s.
Can she act?
She can actually act. She's pretty good. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like Method Man, of course.
He's a great actor.
Yeah, he's real
great.
good.
So I'm kind of excited about that.
She look good too.
Yeah, she does.
She looks great right now.
But then I'm like, does it shift the audience because Ghost fine ass ain't on it no more? And it's like now it's based around a woman.
And I don't even think Ghost is dead.
They gave away his. Sorry, Layla. They read his will.
Yeah, that
he
will
did
thing.
Machiavelli, though.
Yeah, that whole will thing, and he's giving money to Paz and all that. That just gives me the impression. I think it's a front. It seems like he faked his death. Something ain't right.
Yeah, it do kind of seem like that to me.
I don't think he's dead, but we'll see.
It would be a tragedy if he was really dead. Like if you got to the end and it was like, damn, he was dead all the time.
I feel like they shouldn't kill him.
I don't think they should.
If they do, they should do it in the second Power Book 2 maybe, because he is the show. Like I can't imagine watching it without him.
That's the part that I'm trying to get at. Like, is everybody going to accept Mary as the new villain and be okay with it? Without Ghost.
Yeah, man.
Oh no.
Who knows?
That's gonna be interesting.
That's gonna be good.
Anyway, one last story. I'm gonna put it on Layla's ass. The last
you
story on
really?
Layla. Yes, Layla on the spot.
Okay, so. No, okay, so y'all know who Mark Curry is, right?
The comedian,
The comedian Mark Curry. Remember he used to hang with Mr. Cooper or something, whatever. She's like, I knew who he is.
Girl, we old in here. We all know who Mark Curry is. Them youngest who y'all know, explain.
Mark Curry is a very famous comedian, especially from like the 90s and 2000s. But he used to have a show called Hang with Mr. Cooper. But he was on actually Fox. So Fox Soul blowing up.
Yeah,
they have a lot of good interviews. He was on the Mike and Donnie show, I believe it's called. And they were asking him, about certain comedians, and he was saying how he wasn't feeling Steve Harvey because Steve Harvey be stealing his jokes. So we got a little receipts. So there's a news outlet that got some receipts, and they found one of Mark Curry's old stand-ups from like '99, and Steve Harvey totally repeated the joke. Yeah, because he did this joke in '99 on a stand-up special.
Yeah,
and they found that clip, and then fast forward to Steve Harvey, boom, same joke.
Yeah,
but like, there's nothing new under the sun.
Yeah. A lot of comedians kind of take each other's stuff and revamp stuff. Yeah, that happens.
It happens in music. It happens in
American
movies.
Idol, The Voice, all that shit is the same.
It happens. Like I feel like when people do that or get mad about something, I feel like they feel like they've lost their shine.
He may be a little jealous because Steve Harvey got like 10 jobs or whatever. Well, maybe he's down to 4, but he has more jobs than him. So do you think he's a little envy going on?
Because it's like, at the end of the day, it's like somebody being mad about somebody stealing their song. Like, anytime somebody get mad about, some type of song situation, it's like, it's going to happen. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
That is the weirdest thing to me with artists. Like, he did not create that joke.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But I told that's what you're supposed to do. I remember I'll never forget when I was in college, my journalist teacher said, what you do is look and see what's working, and then you reinvent it and put your spin on it. Don't do what they're doing.
Harvey didn't put a spin on it.
He did. He could have put a little bit more.
But it's damn near the same damn joke. It's the same
blatant.
damn joke, basically.
Yeah, he could have did a little better with the
spin.
I
see people online get mad that somebody else wrote out a meme that they made. Yeah. Like they'll type it out instead of like using the meme that was already made. And I'm like, but why are you mad about this? Why does it matter? The message is going to get across either way. Like, who gets credit? It's the weirdest thing.
It's just social media, guys. Come on.
Anyway, let's get up out of here.
Anyway, fuck all of that shit.
Anyway, Bree, where can people find you and all your sexiness, Bree? Bree, just so sexy, looking very sexy today.
You can find me
2020.
Yes.
At Cleopatra. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, that'd be a good name though.
I'm at Bree.Arier. Come check your girl out on Instagram.
And where can we find little hot girl over here? She's
Hot
just a little
girl.
hot girl.
girl.
Little hot girl Layla. Where can we find little hot girl?
You can find me at Miss Layla Lopez, MSLAILALOPEZ.
Layla, are you still selling the creams and elixirs?
I am. Yes, I am. You know what? I actually got some really good feedback. This guy, I got a couple DMs and like, man, I dated this girl and I think it's because of the pheromone butter.
Let's
Layla,
go.
I appreciate you. So my avocado pheromone butter is working, y'all. The link is in my bio. I also have another link for these affirmation sweatshirts, hoodies for my men. So you all check that out in my Instagram link in bio.
And where'd you get them dresses from? Layla came in here with a bunch of goddamn dresses and shit.
Oh, no. I came in with these little hot girl dresses back in the day when I was kind of like, thought it out.
Those are from back in the day?
Like way back in the day.
They look pretty new.
But you know why? Because they're like in the back of my closet and they still have tags on them. I never wore them. They're like literally from like 5 years ago.
Okay, I thought a listener sent them shit to you.
No, they're just really, really old. And I was cleaning out my closet and I was like, damn, these are old. And they're like size 0 and I'm not that. So I brought them for skinny ass Fatima, who is not here.
Skinny ass is not here today.
Yes. And I figured she may want to thought it out for the 2020s.
No, she a grown woman. She
Oh,
don't
no,
want that shit.
Fatima's a little conservative ass.
I swear.
Fatima be in the club with 3 coats on and a cape. It's cold in this club.
Tights.
It's cold as hell.
Where is she today?
On an audition. She's auditioning.
Oh, go ahead, girl.
She be getting a little act on.
Okay.
Shout out to Miss Fatima. But anyway.
Oh, yeah. I'm putting this one in my movie. This.
Yes.
OMG.
Yes.
Y'all get ready.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Y'all find me on Instagram at Tariq Elite, and we are going to holla next time, guys. Y'all be good. Y'all have a great weekend. Woo-hoo. Again, Foundational Black American Conference popping off, FBAC 2020. Go to the website, FBAC2020.com. Get your tickets. We're going to